always been an inspiration to me ever since I was younger. I grew up in California, so watching his shows there, like, in my head, I would always say, I want to do that when I grow up. To see him perform and talk about his faith and share his journey, his story. And now we get to do a song together. So yeah, definitely a dream come true, and super thankful and grateful.
The song talks about blessings, pero a lot of people have different definitions of blessings. So how do you define these songs?
Oh wow, what a question. I mean, with the song, it just talks about, like, sometimes we can't explain things in life, so much like chaos, so many problems that happen. But then in the midst of all that craziness, God can still bless us in a different way than what we expected. So for me, blessings, no, maybe just whatever God has for us in His plan. I feel like we're blessed. Whatever He gives us.
Gary V is your hero, but
Yes.
in this song, paano yung naging collaboration sa Blessings?
With this one?
Yes.
Well, Blessings, it's been a song that's very special to us ever since. I heard it back in the States long time ago, years ago. And then Tito Gary, he has his story with the song also. He shared that, like, he was driving one night from Tagaytay and he heard it on the radio and he pulled over, he started crying. And so yeah, it's a very, very special song to both of us. I've always wanted to do a version of it. I think he's also wanted to do a version. And yeah, the timing just was perfect. And yeah, super blessing that we get to do this together.
Music-wise, ano yung mga natututunan mo sa kanya?
Wow, a lot.
Yeah, as an artist.
Just from watching him ever since I was younger to up to now, I'm still a big fan of Tito. Just watching him, just perform. He wears his heart on his sleeve. So everything he puts is 200%. So he really commits, and I look up to him so much, not just because of his talent for music, for singing, but also because of how he lives his life. His faith is a major part of that. And yeah, everything that I watch, I just try to learn from him with every performance, every time we get to interact or we work together. Just the way he carries himself, the way his walk with God. So yeah.
What do you admire most
about him?
as a person?
His walk with God. That's his number one priority. His relationship with God. So that's one thing that I super admire about Tito Gary. Ever since watching him as a young kid up to now, so and everything that he does, he looks to God.
And also, you mentioned that you grew up in the US and then you started your career here in the Philippines. So is there any parang regrets na you could have parang built your career then sa US and then coming back here?
None at all.
Yeah.
Actually, before I moved here,
Parang you joined American Idol.
Yeah.
yes, in the States, I reached the fourth round, I think. So yeah, I did American Idol there,
Who did you
and
audition for?
I saw sila J-Lo, Steven Tyler, Randy Jackson,
Yeah.
and then I did that. And then during that time, I was kind of contemplating going to the Philippines, try it out, because every time Gab and Pao would go there for a show, they would encourage me, oh, you should go to the Philippines, move to the Philippines, sila Kiana. But for me, I was always hesitant because, of course, my family was there. I had a job there. I was already kind of based there now.
Yeah.
So everything was going well for me. But then I forget, there was a pastor that I met with you. I forget which pastor it was. I don't know if it was Pastor Dennis or
Miles?
maybe
Miles?
something. But he prayed for me and he prophesied over me. He said, you're gonna sing for Jesus, you're gonna move to the Philippines, you're gonna use your talent there. And so I just kept that in my heart for like so many years. I don't know if I told you this. And so when and so yeah, I was contemplating, praying about it, and then when Paolo Valenciano, he proposed to Sam at Pachanga, one of the shows of Tito there. He said, "Oh, okay, you have to go to the Philippines now because you're part of the entourage." And so parang that was my sign from God to go and take a leap of faith, get out of my comfort zone. And so I didn't know what to expect. So moving here, I grew up in the States, and so moving here was a big adjustment for me. My family was there, so I really had to step out of my comfort zone. I didn't know what was going to happen, so the future was very unclear for me. I didn't know what was going to happen. And so the wedding happened, and then a few weeks after that, it was The Voice. And I auditioned for that, and I got through. Thank God I got through, and that's kind of what started everything for me. And yeah, the rest is history.
Yung American Idol, ayaw mo nang balikan mo.
Anong year yun?
Nag-audition.
What year?
That was 2010, I think. 2010, 2011. Yeah.
And then The Voice.
The Voice was 2013.
When did you
3
come
years
back here?
after.
2013 po. January 25, 2013.
How old are you?
For 39. For the wedding of Paolo and Sam Valenciano. And then, yeah, the rest is history.
Aside from Sir Gary, who did you work with before?
Before, I did a few shows in California. I worked with Tito Martin, Martin Rivera, Brian McKnight, Tita Sharon, when she had shows there. So I would guest.
But ikaw ba, do you write your own songs?
Yeah, I have. I'm actually writing now for inspirational album, and also I have other love songs that I haven't released yet. It's a song with Moira that I wrote with, and also Dave Lamar and Morissette that I haven't released yet. So
It's for your album.
for this one, I don't know what the plans are. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do with the song.
Ang ganda ng combination. Ang ganda ng combination ng voices ni Sir Gary din sa blessings. Paano yung naging usapan sa Glenn, and ano yung experience mo while doing?
Yeah, Tito Mon actually, he was the one that produced the song, and so grabe si Tito Mon. He's like the best in the Philippines. So completely trusted him with the song, and when he gave us the arrangement, we were just in awe. We were wow, like he really put everything into it, and so we were very excited. We recorded it separately, but Tito Mon was able to blend it together and really make it just amazing.
What do you like the most about the song? Ano yung message na that you
My favorite part of the song is the chorus. So it goes, what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're here? So with that, and it's just a reminder of like what I said earlier, so many things happen in life that we can't explain, we don't understand, but you know, in the midst of all that craziness, all the chaos that's happening in the world now, God's still with us, and He'll never leave us.
may parang personal connection with all of the song? Did you experience something like what the song actually meant to you?
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting emotional now. Sorry. So when I was recording the song, a few months before my stepmom passed away because of cancer, and so yeah, it was a song that hit pretty close to home. So I really had to hold on to the the message of the song. Thank you. Sorry. So I really had to hold on to the message of the song because that time was a very emotional time for Bristol Creevy, me and the family. And so when I was recording it, I really had to hold on to God's promises and knowing that in the midst of all the heartache and the grief, He's still there through it.
When was this?
This was in
A year and a half ago.
No, 2022. Yeah, 2022 is when she passed, August. Because actually, I was in the middle of Joseph the Dreamer. And yeah, I flew back home to be with the family. And then she passed. And then 2023, I think early that year, that's when we recorded the song. Sorry.
It's okay.
Whew! Change topic. No, I had a question. Can I ask
Okay,
you?
yes, po.
What song did you sing in front of Randy Jackson and J-Lo?
I sang Get Here, which was the song I also sang for Coach Leia on The Voice. Yeah, the same
So
song.
it's Steven Tyler, J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson. So the three of us. I sang Get Here and Randy Jackson. Yeah, three judges. Yeah.
Sample.
Oh my god. No, I also sang it for the blind audition on The Voice for Coach Leia. So that's always gonna be a song that's gonna be special for me. So you can reach me by railway, you can reach me by trailway. So I can't sing now. Whew. So yeah, that was. Sorry.
So after your successful collaboration with Sir Gary, what are your plans? Like mayroon na bang follow-up or any other projects you would like to collab with other artists?
He's doing an EP with Sony.
Yeah, so we're working
That's
on
why
our EP
the
now.
songs are almost done.
Yeah. So Blessings is going to be part of it. So I'm excited to be finishing that up. And also, coming up is Joseph the Dreamer, opening in less than 3 weeks. So super excited for that. It's going to be my 4th run doing it as Ruben. I'll be playing the older, eldest brother of Sam Concepcion, the son of Tito Gary. So super excited. It's my first. That was my first theater production.
Wow.
And so it's going to be a very special project for me.
4th run.
Yes, yeah, we started 2020 before the pandemic. So 2020 and then reran it in 2022. We had two runs in 2022. So this is the 4th.
What was the experience like naman doing theater?
Oh wow.
It's a different kind of ballgame.
Yeah,
kasi-
especially I remember my first rehearsals. I was overwhelmed. So I really give it for the theater actors so much respect for them because everything is live, singing, dancing, and acting. And so all of that, but it's a great experience. It's something that I'll treasure for the rest of my life. It's something that it's gonna be very special to me, especially not just because of theater, but because of the show itself. It has so much history. The story of Joseph is very special, and
Israel.
yeah,
Israel.
especially with everything happening now, it's very timely. So Joseph the Dreamer and the song Blessing.
And who's your director? With stage mother.
Of course, the one and only Mr. Paolo Valenciano. I'm very close to. So yeah, it's just a privilege. I'm super thankful, grateful to be working with family, people I'm close with in the industry.
How do you like doing theater so far? And ano yung discipline na natutunan?
Oh yeah, it's a stretch actually. It's a short series on. Was it during the pandemic? I did an acting project for that. I enjoy.
Do you think you'll do more other than Joseph?
Hopefully, sana,
Will
if
be
the opportunity is there,
auditioning.
yeah, if the opportunity is there, I would love to. It's something that I enjoy besides singing.
Yung branding mo na inspirational Balladeer, sino nagbigay mo sa'yo?
I'm sorry?
Sino nagbigay sa'yo ng brand mo?
I think no one really. It's just part of like who I am. And my faith is super important to me. But I also love singing ballads and love songs. So yeah, I just want to sing whatever is on my heart, whatever I'm comfortable with. Yeah.
Have you worked with Jamie?
I'm sorry?
Jamie.
Hindi po. What? Not yet. Not yet.
Kasi siya inspirational diva rin.
Yeah.
Pero possible kaya kayo mag-collab?
Inspirational Divo.
Possible kaya kayo magka-collab considering na Christian ka? Siya mo.
I mean, if the opportunity is there, I would love to. It would be an honor. Yeah.
Ako doctor is to manager. I was one who put her in Star. She was in Opto Arts.
Mm.
And I said, this is nice because it has TV. Star Music. Star Records pa rin. She was the first recording artist.
The first? Oh, wow.
But who would you want to work with in the future?
Wow, a lot. Earlier I said maybe Sarah Herakinano, Beanie. Yeah, I'm friends with Aya. So, who else? Name? Morissette. We're very good friends.
I think you and Moira would be well together.
Yeah,
Maybe that again.
Yeah,
Maybe
we have a song with Moira, so I'd love to work with Moira also.
They co-wrote this song when they were in The Voice. It's called Again.
With Dave and Morissette.
Dave, Lamar, Morissette.
It's a very stripped down song, acoustic, not overly produced.
But amazing.
Yeah. It's a love song.
You know the song Once? Is it Once? Is it Once?
Once, yeah, it's an indie film. I don't know if you were
I
familiar
never
with
watched Once.
Once.
There's a song.
There's a
in
song there
Once.
that's
a nice movie, diba?
yeah.
Find the song there is like this song that they wrote.
Yeah, that was our peg. Yeah, like an acoustic guitar, not overly produced. Yeah, check it out.
When did you realize na ito talaga yung profession or career na gusto mo?
I think when I did The Voice, when I moved here, and that kind of it happened, I'm like, okay, God, maybe this is it. Because before that, I was contemplating. I was in the States for years. I would guest in the shows with Tito Martin, Tito Sharon, Bright of Night. But I was just there in California. I was comfortable. But yeah, when that pastor prayed for me, I had to get out of my comfort zone, trust God, take a leap of faith, and 12 years later, we're here, or 13 years,
Yeah,
12.
he started singing praise and worship kaagad eh. But you went to praise and worship, then you and Moira and
Yeah,
put
yeah.
up Upper Room, right?
Yeah.
You put the Parang Hillsong kind of thing. It's called Upper Room.
Before, yeah.
They still have it, I think, but no more.
I think they, yeah,
Banal.
they do. Yeah, yeah.
So you started doing praise and worship. They do it in places, no?
Mhm.
It's singing places. Moira.
Yeah.
Pero prior to singing, may work ka ba before sa States or performing talaga yung
Yeah, I was a banker actually in the States. Yeah. Completely different from what I'm doing now.
You finished in the US
Yeah.
business.
I took business there. And so, yeah, singing was just on the side. On weekends, whenever there were shows there, I would watch Tito Gary whenever they would come.
But he was a tennis champion in the States.
Yeah. So before I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be a tennis player. So I competed there as a junior. I'm still competing now actually. So I
The
compete
rest
with
of your family still in the US or
my
here?
immediate family. Yes, they're in California. My siblings are there, parents. Yeah. So I go back I try to go back every year just to see them.
You know, during the pandemic, how we made money? Kumu.
Remember Kumu?
Yeah. Wow.
Kumu.
So there's so many fans, mga millionaire, because of the US and everywhere.
Thank God for Kumu.
And then you
Oh my
sing,
God.
sing, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Live yun, di ba?
Kumu. Parang
It's still there. It's still there, but it's concentrated on international right now.
It peaked during the pandemic.
Yeah.